This is the Nexus 6P from Google, an unboxing. Here's the box. It came with the top wrapper that I promptly tore up. There's a P on the front. Let's just open it up. This is the unboxing and hands-on. First hands-on of the Nexus 6P. Little instructions there showing you what to do. Let's put that away. Here's your USB-C charger. It's got the C port right there, and that'll be your phone charger. Here's the C to C cable that you can see here. Here's your phone. Here's the 90 days Google Play music, 90 days on us. And then at the end of this box, the USB A to C charger. It's a very short cable, but that'll be how you can charge your phone or with your data connections to a computer. So let's put all that away and get the phone out. This is the first time I'm handling the phone here. Let's get that in focus. Here's your Nexus 6P. Again, this is the first time I'm handling it. Let's just get that first hands-on perspective, how it feels. And I got the aluminum one right here. It says Nexus. It's cold to touch. It's been outside for a little while. Here's your antenna bars. Get that in focus. Your antennas here. A lot of the information is up here. Your NFC chip, 12 megapixel camera with dual tone flash. The hump is not really pronounced at all. Again, this is the first time I'm looking at it, and it's really not pronounced at all. And again, this is the silver, the aluminum, 64 gigabyte version here. It feels really premium. It actually feels, I have an iPhone here to compare. Here's the iPhone 6s Plus next to the 6P. As you can see there, pretty similar. 6P is slightly taller than, it's slightly taller than the 6S. And there's the side by side. The iPhone 6S is the space gray version. And there you have it. So let's turn this on. There's a little rigid power button here on the side, so that you know you're pressing the power button. It's got 6.0 marshmallow. Again, it actually feels a lot like an iPhone here in my touch. It's very tall and narrow. It's about the same. Let's just put them next to each other here. It's about the same width. So it very much feels like an iPhone. An iPhone has more rounded edges here, and the Nexus is more straight. The sides here doesn't. There's no. I don't know what they call it. 2.5D touch, or how it kind of rolls off the sides there. That's not on this phone, but it's pretty easy to grip. And if you're used to the Nexus 6, I had the Nexus 6 for a while. This is much easier to hold in the hand. And again, you have that fingerprint sensor on the side. It's a little depressed. If you can see there how it's just slightly underneath there. That's the fingerprint sensor. Again, a lot of the antennas, the NFC chips up here, I like that a lot because you know if you're doing tap to pay, you know where that information is, where that sensor is. So when you're tapping a terminal, you just tap it to the top. So let's get this set up and see how it's going. Going through the setup here. Insert SIM card, we'll pass that. We'll go through here real quick. Just by typing, I can feel the vibration motor is much better than the vibration motor of the Nexus 6. I don't know if you were been familiar with that. It rattled a lot. This one did not rattle at all when I was typing in that password. Again, this is the first look. No software update. I don't have another Android device, but I'll see if it can copy one from an old Android device. No, that just does the NFC points. Let's just skip skip all of this, not now, no thanks, skip, go next. So you see there's a pop-up. There is a system update. Let's see. It doesn't say, it just says it's going to fix, improve stability, security. Let's download that and see what it does. So this is actually the first time I've used an Android phone in a while. The Nexus 6, you can see here, this is all the apps that are on there to start with. That's it. 22 apps. Android Pay, calculator, calendar. You can see there the Google app. And you can uninstall some of these apps, I believe. Maybe not. Now on Tap is here. If you hold down the home button, takes the picture, gets you set up to Now on Tap. There's the keyboard. Everything's there. I've heard the camera is really good. This is your Marshmallow in-app permissions. We'll allow that. Let's get a... So here's the camera. Swipe right to left for video, left to right for camera, and let's just see how fast this is here. So we'll take a video. I like that feature about the swiping. Makes it a little easier. We'll do that later. So here's the camera. Pretty fast. Fast to focus. Here's your settings. Resolution, quality, show grid in the viewfinder I like to do. Burst settings. Here's your HDR plus, auto, off, flash, time lapse. This will swatch to the front camera. I think slow motion settings should be if you swipe over to video. Probably this, oops, sorry. Probably this button here. Yeah, 720, or it says 120 frames, and then 240 frames slow motion. And then here's your regular motion. So that's kind of all the video settings you have. You can go in settings, do resolution, quality. Again, the back camera. You can do 4K. It does not say whether or not it's 60 frames per second of the 1080p, so I assume it's 30. This has been a hands-on look at the Nexus 6P from Huawei and Google. Again, in the aluminum version, you've seen a lot of the graphite and the white. Here's the aluminum. There's the lack of camera bump there. And there's the Nexus 6P from Google. Peace.